Oh, there are Wikipedia. But, I mean, you can say the same thing about every platform, you know? There's really amazing YouTube video makers. There's really amazing Twitch streamers. Sends you cat TikToks. Awesome. I send Amelia dog TikToks. Oh, I mean, I was on here before it was Twitch as well. Because it's melting your brain? Yeah, that's what TikTok does. I'm not a really big fan of watching it myself either. Oh, look, guys, we found some water. Hey, guys, we found some water. Yay, water. You love Reddit, though? Reddit is a very special place. You've been on Reddit since Dig Meltdown? Dig melted down? What's Dig? There's a worse version of Reddit. I may have heard of it when I was younger, but I probably didn't go on it much. There is such a thing? Yeah. Reddit's more streamlined than it used to be. It used to be a lot harder to find subreddits and stuff. Actual factual Reddit is garbage. If you get the Reddit enhancement suite, though, it's a lot better. I'm getting rid of all this water. Imagine if I drown, Kyle. Wouldn't that be a crazy way to die in hardcore? You just drown? Suffocate underwater? That'd be kind of crazy, huh? Yeah, but you know, CD Bob, Reddit's been doing that for years and no one batted an eye. They just did it a different way. Dig was like 4chan, but chiller. Considering you spent so long with lava, yeah. But lava's not the bad guy here. Water's the bad guy. All right, are we finally at a safe level? No, there's sand right there because we dug the one block down by accident. Ugh. Oh, hey, look, water. On the SMP server for your base now? Go for it. Use if you do it in a lukewarm ocean, use cyan glass. It looks badass. Gives a nice little fog look. Almost looks like Super Mario Brothers. The underwater levels. Let me do this. Rawr. Swap you out for that one. Speaking of cars, did you hear Subaru is axing the STI? Oh, I mean, I think they're under pressure to do that, right? Because of all the emissions and because of electric cars and everything. I think these last few years, or these next few years, are going to be like final hurrahs for, you know, all the big sports cars and all the long line of sports cars. Because they're going to start making electric vehicles and stuff. I want to cut this thing out completely and grab all the amethyst blocks now. That way I don't lose any of them. Uh-oh. And I know I'm cutting the buds out. Everybody's like, oh, I'm cutting the buds out. It doesn't belong here. We'll find more amethyst later. Cars will be a lot more boring? Nah, I don't think so. Like, the Tesla's exciting. And it's an electric car with a lot of horsepower and goes really fast and stuff. They just gotta find different ways to do it, CD Bob. You're not planning on farming it, so it's fine? Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm not worried about it. I want to do this. Oh, God. Ooh, that came real quick. Uh-oh, Wikipedia. What are you doing? Play along if you can. Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to order food. I haven't eaten yet today. I haven't eaten in like 30 plus hours. Alright, did I get it all? I did. I do enjoy this calcite, too. Calcite's a really beautiful block. I know we can find it at that one mountain in more plentiful sizes, but getting all that amethyst out of there felt really good. Hi, D-Pick. Welcome in, buddy. Yeah, calcite's pretty badass. How are you doing today, sir? We just gutted an amethyst. Even though both of those cars were discontinued. Wait, what? My issue with new cars is most of them look the same. I like the older class that looks so much better. Well, I mean, so, Miss Jessie, a lot of people said cars back in the 60s and 70s looked the same. It's all about who looks at the vehicle and what they think of it. The muscle car era, if you don't know a lot about cars, one would argue that all those cars looked the same back then. They were very different. A lot of them had different looks and stuff, but in the 90s, most of the cars in the 90s looked exactly the same. It's just how it was. Dodge started to copy Ford. You know, Chevrolet started going from the box style to the rounded style that Ford had been doing since like 93. All the cars started to take on their initial bubble shape and everything, and it's just, there's cars out there that look different now, but I mean, I get what you're saying. They'll mix things up. It's just the cars that are mixed up and look nice are cars that we can't afford, Miss Jessie. So it's cars we don't get to see a lot of normally. Chief engineer, and that's a subjective opinion. I'm not saying you're wrong, but I mean, some people don't agree with you. '80s was pretty trash. That's where the Fox Body Mustang came from, which is one of the most sought after Mustang bodies known right now. Oh, I know, Chief Engineer. They had some good-looking cars back there, Chief. They also had some really ugly-looking cars, too. Your first car was an '82 Skylark? My first car was an '82 Deuce and a Quarter, Wikipedia. An Electra 225. I don't know why I just did that, but I did. It was primer gray, and it had the cloth top on it. I got it for helping somebody cut firewood for the winter. A '90 Thunderbird. I saw... When was the last couple years they made the Ford Thunderbird? I saw one of those on the road the other day. It was really sweet looking. It's been a long time since I've seen one. And there was a guy just out driving around with it, and I was like, oh, that was a sharp looking car back when it was made. It was like 06 or something, I want to say. The newer one with the circle lights? Yeah, the one that looked like the old version. That had Thunderbird written in cursive on the back. What, CD Bob, was it a Z or just a 240? Because the Z, wasn't that, like, in line with, like, a Supra? 02 to 05, yeah. I was thinking 06 was, like, the last time I saw a lot of them. Oh, not a Nissan, sorry. That was my brain. Alfa Romero 33 Straydale. So I like the Mach 1 Mustang back in the 70s. I think that was a sharp looking car. They were big and they were gaudy, but I thought they were nice looking. Yeah, Ali Lou, they actually made a lot of cars like that back in the day. CD Bob, it's supposed to, man. There were only 18 produced. Do you own one, Chief Engineer? Yeah, CD Bob. As more and more people get interested in stuff like that, the price is only going to keep going down because of competition. I'm going to leave the corners of the circle out right now and just go this way. I mean, I don't know if you have one in your garage or not, Chief Engineer. You're just sitting on it. Time to cook by Wikipedia. Yeah, that reminds me. I got to put in... I wanted some Wendy's nuggets. CD Bob, the only problem with that is that once everybody makes a full shift to electric vehicles and stuff, and once there's a feasible economy around the nation to support electric vehicles driving long distances and stuff, gas is going to skyrocket. You can keep your gas vehicle, but just like buying cigarettes nowadays, it's going to cost you, you know, $100, $150 to fill your tank up. Miss Jessie, not as bad as what I'm saying. I'm talking like $8 to $10 a gallon. No one in the U.S. is paying that. And I think gas prices right now aren't nowhere near as high as they were back when they spiked years ago. CD Bob, you guys don't have a really reliable way of getting fuel into there from you guys, though. We're made of oil all around us. We got stuff everywhere. So the price can stay relatively low because we get shipments in pretty regularly. Depending on how far down you guys are on the pipeline, your price could vary drastically. Same thing for state to state, too. Yeah, it's because it's Cali. It was $4 before it went up in price. People over here on the East Coast are complaining about $4, Miss Jessie. You've been at $4 for the last 2 years. Yeah, Chief Engineer, but you guys, Europe is different. Everybody's complaining about their $2 a liter gas. You guys have sufficient public transportation. Your countries are super tiny. You guys don't commute like Americans commute. The demand here is a lot higher, which is why the gas prices are a lot lower. because there's regular shipments in and out. Yeah, we can't have anything for public transit because we're too big. Like Chief Engineer, how far is the commute from your house to your job? The last job I had before I was working from home, I had to drive over 35 kilometers one way. So I was driving 70 kilometers a day just to go back and forth to work. And that's typical here in the US. Where you're at, you're probably just a handful of kilometers away and you can probably take a bus there. We can't do that here. So yeah, you guys are gonna be spending more on gas because there's no demand. I understand, Chief. Have you not listened to me for the last 5 minutes though? I just explained why it's so expensive. You guys hardly have any demand for it. We have more cars on the road over here than you guys have people over there. Everybody loves their car. Everybody needs to drive. It's just a necessity. Takes you an hour and a half to get there because of traffic. Now, is that driving your own vehicle or is that using public transit? Your own? Can you take public transit? Is that an option? Due to COVID, it's more risky. I mean, $9.50 a gallon, is it that risky? I think if it cost me a couple $100 to fill up my car, I'd be riding the bus. I'd be like, sorry. Yeah, right, Jawstone? That's if you've got it available, CD Bob. There's no public transit around here that would get me to where I needed to go. I think the closest it would drop me off is like maybe 2.5 miles, and then I gotta walk another, hour or so to get to work. Chief Engineer, go for it, buddy. Best of luck with your experiment. All right, yeah, that was much cleaner. But we can't do that here because of the sides. Take me almost an hour to get to your workplace by PT. I'm 3 miles away, so you just take your bicycle. Warner, if I could ride a bicycle, I would ride a bicycle everywhere. I physically can't ride one. I was hit by a car. I would need a knee reconstruction. And even that doesn't guarantee I'd be able to ride one. But there's no safe place for bicycles to ride around here. You have to... They have a it's a courtesy, maybe a law. It's called share the road. Bikes are supposed to travel on the road with other cars. with the amount of motorcycle fatalities, you think bicycles are gonna go riding around the roads? Hey guys, don't mind me. Beep beep. just gonna ride my bike around here. Thanks. Chief engineer, go for it, buddy. Yeah, racing kid, right? They barely give motorcycles enough space to ride around. And in some cities around here, it's illegal to put your bicycle on the sidewalk. You're forced to be in the road, or else you get like a $200 ticket for endangering pedestrians. Around school campuses, college campuses, there's a few bike lanes here and there, but it's majority roads. You just gotta share the road. Oh yeah, Chief. I know. They got big V8s in them, man. They gotta be big. They're also more expensive than most regular cars you'd buy here in the US too. Well, I mean, Josto, without opening a can of worms, they're gonna do whatever they want to do regardless, so I don't know if you use that as a measurement of what you should do or not. So let's not use that as the litmus test on whether you should do it or not. Hi Snook, welcome in, buddy. You missed some of the greatest stream on Twitch. That's what you missed. That's what you get for not being here. Nah, we're just digging a hole. We're going down to bedrock. Oops. We were talking about good-looking cars, and then it devolved into gas prices. And now we're looking for a way out. Is this the creeper farm? Yes. This will be the creeper farm. We are on Y30. So we got 94 layers to go. We're always digging a hole. Not true. We finished the gold farm. We weren't digging a hole in there for the longest time, sir. We were building stuff. And we were putting lava down, sir. Hi, Typhoon. Welcome in, bud.